Have you ever felt your chest tighten, your mind race, or your energy disappear, even on days when nothing seems wrong? Stress has a quiet way of sneaking into our daily lives, affecting our health, mood, sleep, and overall sense of balance. For many people, stress is no longer a temporary reaction. It has become a constant background noise. From work pressure and financial worries to family responsibilities and endless screen time, modern life keeps our nervous system switched on, leaving the body exhausted and the mind overwhelmed. This is not just uncomfortable. It can lead to real symptoms like headaches, poor sleep, low immunity, digestive issues, and emotional burnout. Most of us have tried quick fixes. We scroll, snack, ignore the feeling, or tell ourselves to just relax. But when stress becomes chronic, these habits don't bring true relief. Instead, they often make things worse. The truth is, unmanaged stress doesn't just affect mental wellness. It impacts physical health, hormone balance, heart health, and long-term quality of life. And yet, despite how common stress is, many people still don't know which stress relief techniques actually work and which ones are just popular myths. This video is for anyone who feels tired even after resting, irritable without knowing why, or stuck in a cycle of tension that never fully goes away. It's for those who want real stress management strategies that support both mental and physical wellness, without extreme routines or unrealistic lifestyle changes. Stress relief isn't about escaping life. It's about learning how to support your body and mind so you can respond better to daily challenges. But here's the real question. If everyone is stressed, why do some people recover quickly while others stay trapped in anxiety, fatigue, and burnout? Is it about mindset, lifestyle, biology, or something deeper within our nervous system? And more importantly, what can you start doing today that actually helps your body relax, restore, and heal? Let's begin by uncovering what truly works, and what your stress might be trying to tell you. Stress often begins in small, almost unnoticeable ways. It may show up as waking up tired even after a full night of sleep, feeling tense in the shoulders and jaw, or struggling to focus on simple tasks. Over time, these early symptoms become part of daily life, so familiar that many people stop questioning them. What feels normal is often the body quietly asking for relief. Chronic stress keeps the nervous system in a constant state of alert, raising stress hormones like cortisol and affecting mental clarity, digestion, mood, and energy levels. Daily habits play a powerful role in this cycle. Skipping meals, relying on caffeine, scrolling late at night, or never truly resting can keep the body from resetting. Even positive routines like exercise or productivity can become stressors when there's no balance. Real-life experiences show that stress doesn't always come from one big event. It builds from repeated pressure, unresolved emotions, and a lifestyle that never slows down. Many people push through these signs, believing they'll deal with their health later. The challenge is that stress looks different for everyone. For some, it shows up as anxiety or irritability. For others, it appears as low motivation, body aches, or frequent illness. Because these symptoms develop gradually, they're often ignored or misunderstood. The question becomes, how do you recognize when stress is no longer manageable, and what happens inside the body when it's left unaddressed for too long? For many people, stress is not just a feeling, it becomes part of their identity. Some describe always being on edge, others feel emotionally numb, and many don't even realize how much stress they're carrying until their body forces them to stop. Personal experiences often reveal a pattern of ignoring warning signs in order to meet expectations at work, care for family, or keep up with daily responsibilities. Over time, this emotional pressure can turn into chronic fatigue, low mood, and a sense of losing control over one's own health and wellness. From a medical perspective, long-term stress places a heavy burden on the body. When stress hormones remain elevated, they can interfere with sleep quality, immune function, blood sugar balance, and even heart health. Doctors frequently see patients who report vague symptoms, such as headaches, muscle tension, stomach discomfort, or brain fog, without realizing stress is a major underlying cause. Because these symptoms don't always point to a single illness, stress-related health issues are often misunderstood or treated only on the surface. Lifestyle impact is another overlooked angle. Stress can quietly reshape daily choices, leading to emotional eating, lack of physical activity, social withdrawal, or dependence on screens for distraction. A common misconception is that stress only affects mental health, but its effects are deeply physical as well. The longer stress remains unaddressed, the more it can influence behavior, relationships, and overall quality of life. This raises an important concern. If stress can change the body and mind so deeply, what happens when it's ignored for years? And why do so many people wait until burnout before taking it seriously? As stress continues unchecked, the body eventually reaches a turning point. What once felt manageable starts to feel heavy and overwhelming. Sleep becomes lighter and shorter, mornings begin with exhaustion, and even small challenges trigger strong emotional reactions. These are no longer subtle signals, they are warning signs. Persistent stress can push the nervous system into survival mode, where the body is constantly bracing for danger that never arrives. This state increases the risk of burnout, anxiety disorders, high blood pressure, and weakened immunity, making everyday life feel harder than it should be. Many people reach this stage without realizing how serious the situation has become. They may notice frequent colds, unexplained aches, memory issues, or emotional outbursts, yet still blame themselves for being weak or unmotivated. In reality, the body is struggling to cope. Stress at this level doesn't just affect personal health. It impacts relationships, work performance, and decision-making. Moments that once brought joy may feel empty, while rest no longer feels refreshing. This is often the point where people hit a wall, a sudden breakdown, a health scare, or emotional shutdown that can't be ignored. The most concerning part is how common this has become. When stress reaches this critical stage, the question is no longer whether it affects health, but how much damage it may already be causing. So how do you recognize this moment before it's too late? And what does your body truly need when stress takes over? What makes this stage even more alarming is that stress often hides behind other health labels. Many people are treated for insomnia, digestive problems, hormonal imbalance, or chronic pain without ever being told that stress may be the root cause. Because the symptoms appear disconnected, diagnosis is delayed, and the body continues to carry the load in silence. People may spend months or even years trying to fix individual problems, unaware that unresolved stress is quietly fueling them all. Another hidden danger is how normalized these symptoms have become. Feeling constantly tired, overwhelmed, or mentally foggy is often brushed off as a busy lifestyle. This mindset leads to common mistakes, such as overusing caffeine, skipping meals, or pushing harder instead of slowing down. Ironically, these coping habits increase stress hormones and deepen the problem. Emotional stress then blends with physical exhaustion, creating a cycle that's difficult to break. Unexpected complications can appear when stress is ignored for too long. Mood changes may strain relationships, focus and memory may decline, and motivation can disappear without warning. In some cases, stress can even mask early signs of more serious health conditions, making it harder to know what the body is truly signaling. This raises a critical concern. If stress can disguise itself so well and quietly affect so many systems, how can anyone be sure they're addressing the right problem before real damage sets in? The turning point often comes with a powerful realization. Stress is not just something happening to you, it is something happening inside your body every single day. Research and clinical experience show that chronic stress changes how the brain, hormones, and nervous system communicate. This means the body may stay in a state of tension even when life slows down. Understanding this is a critical shift in awareness. Stress is not a personal failure or a lack of willpower. It is a biological response that needs proper care, balance, and support. Experts now emphasize that effective stress relief is less about escaping problems and more about teaching the body how to feel safe again. When the nervous system is overwhelmed, logic alone cannot calm it. This explains why advice like, "just relax," rarely works. True stress management focuses on restoring daily rhythms, improving sleep quality, regulating breathing, supporting emotional health, and creating small lifestyle changes that signal safety to the body. These insights help explain why some people don't feel better even after taking time off or resting more. Here's the unexpected part. Many stress symptoms actually improve before the mind feels calm. The body begins to respond first, quietly restoring balance beneath the surface. This is why awareness is so important. Once you understand how stress truly works, relief becomes possible in ways most people never consider. But which techniques actually help reset the nervous system, And how can you apply them without changing your entire life? That's where the real transformation begins. The most important takeaway is that stress relief is not about doing everything perfectly, but about listening to your body and responding with care. Simple, consistent habits can make a real difference over time. Prioritizing quality sleep, eating balanced meals, moving your body gently, and taking short breaks to breathe deeply all help calm the nervous system. Even a few minutes of mindfulness, stretching, or quiet reflection each day can support mental wellness and reduce stress symptoms. These small lifestyle changes send a powerful message of safety to the body. Awareness is just as important as action. Paying attention to early signs like fatigue, irritability, poor focus, or body tension allows you to respond before stress becomes overwhelming. Reducing screen time at night, setting healthy boundaries, and allowing yourself real rest are not signs of weakness. They are essential for long-term health. Stress management works best when it fits naturally into daily life, not when it feels like another task to complete. Remember, stress is a normal part of being human, but living in constant stress is not. When you understand how stress affects your health, you gain the power to change your response. By choosing supportive habits and staying connected to your well-being, you create space for calm, clarity, and balance to return, one mindful step at a time.